Hello, 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 once again, lads, laddies, and lassies, and I'm constantly just forgetting to move this over here, but we're here. This is the last 2 episodes of Made in Abyss. Now, theoretically, I could do these separately, but I've been really enjoying kind of binging the show in chunks recently, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do 12 and 13 on their own, completely. Or not on there, is in one go, and yeah, things have been getting very serious. The last episode 10 was very hard to watch. Rico almost lost her arm. It was gruesome. It was disgusting. And if you want to see that reaction, I did that with episode 11 as well. Check the playlist. But yeah, new friends were made. What's her name? Nanachi was. Well, she says she took pity on Reg, but I think she does have she has a good heart in her, and she just didn't want to see anyone suffer like how her friend suffered. Someone who turned into kind of like a soulless monster, and she is a survivor of the 6th floor. Well, Nanachi is a survivor anyway, and her friend, while theoretically is alive, is no longer the person that she used to be. It's really interesting. And I don't know how this season's going to end off. I don't know how we're going to leave for a cliffhanger for a movie, then season 2. And I'm super interested to see how Made in Abyss goes on. Like, what their idea of a season finale is. What questions are going to arise. Are we going to get any answers? And are we going to get to the 5th floor? Because right now we're on the 4th. The 4th floor has been really brutal. So who's to say what can be on the 5th floor? We don't even know the consequence of the 5th floor. Either that or I completely missed it. But I don't think we know the consequence of the 5th floor, so there's a lot to be answered. There's even more questions to be had. So let's begin the finale of Made in Abyss. Oh, the kid.
Someone from a caravan fleet that makes stops all around the world.
Young kid, to be, I guess, more specific.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm surprised that we're kind of going back to, to the people on the surface. I didn't think we would see them again.
The birthday death disease?
Yeah.
Oh.
As of late, an awful lot of people
I remember this. I feel like we've heard about this.
Look down there.
Is it from the Abyss? Is the Abyss giving out this disease or what?
We have no idea what's causing it, and for some of the orphans, we don't even know their real birthdays. It's absurd. None of it makes any sense.
So the birthday disease
I wish it
is
was all just some
not
stupid made-up
just
story.
about your birthday then, because if they don't know what their birthday is, then I guess,
I didn't even do anything to him yet.
it's because he's off the
What
island.
could possibly mean?
He's away from the Abyss,
I mean,
maybe.
Look at him. That the mysterious great pit of the netherworld is a curse in and of itself.
I mean, yeah, look at that thing. Yes, information on the curse.
Wasn't this place?
It's gonna be terrible waking up to that on your arm. Like,
Can't be.
it's gotta be terrifying to wake up to.
I don't understand any of this.
Oh, it looks like it's eating her. Oh, it's just sad to look at.
Little man. They're close in age, so maybe Mitty took a liking.
Okay, they're close in age, so it's not her mom.
Coming like this, she was also a little girl herself. She has the ability to neutralize poisons all on her own.
I mean, that's how antidotes are made.
So naturally, I decided
It's pretty
to
cool.
use her blood to produce the medicine.
That is disturbing to look at.
Go on and try some.
Is it weird to say I have seen worse, both in real life and in TV shows? Amphibia is a good example as to some of the most horrid looking food you will ever see. This just looks like
It looks like
sludge.
mud.
At the very least,
This made from
it's
all
not
the
moving.
ingredients
Now, does it taste disgusting or does it taste good? Disgusting it is.
Oh god, it's oozing. What the heck is
Maybe she lost her taste buds to the curse
this?
too.
Using those ingredients?
Don't you look at me like that. I've never gotten a chance to eat good food before.
Rico wakes up and gets fed this horrible.
She'll definitely die.
For sure.
I'll make an exception and let you experience it.
Huh.
Get under here with me.
But he can't feel the curse, so how will he know?
What makes you get hit with the curse?
That would be this.
Oh, if you go too fast.
See what I
Or you force yourself.
Passing through it from above is nice and smooth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're not...
It's got a flow similar to inverted thorns, which won't allow you to leave.
Anachi, you said before that the curse wasn't active around your hideout.
It's because the force field isn't here.
To find this particular location. The force field gets weaker the farther you get from the vertical shaft.
Really?
Ah.
That's true?
Yeah, we did hear that before, I think, right?
Don't you have a feel for it yet?
So how in the world do cave raiders still manage to press on?
Who knows? They aren't even able to see it, so it's weird.
Oh, seriously?
It's the indomitable human spirit.
There is one thing I do know. Promise. To do exactly what I tell you to do.
Experience it. So does this mean experience the sight or experience the symptoms? Oh, it's so unsettling. Is that Rico? Or is that the cat? It would be Rico, I guess. Or it could be the cat? Okay, it's Rico then. So it's the visualization of the curse taking effect. And the cat just calmed her. Oh, it's so unsettling to look at. Oh. That's my that's my PE whistle. Is it a trap by a monster? Yep. Ah, there's another cave raider here.
Want to try rescuing our new visitor?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
How are they going to defeat... Are they going to try and see the future? Are they going to try and use its moves against it?
What are you doing, boy?
You have it now. Wouldn't let go if I were you.
Huh.
That thing you grabbed
So-
is the organ it uses to sense the force field.
Oh, it's a good thing he's a robot.
You hurt my friend Rico!
Stop showing that. Maybe not have used that move.
It shed its quills!
Did she recognize that devastating power?
There's so much steam!
Dude, you gotta go. You got, what, 2 minutes?
Close to him.
We're continuing our adventure. Please,
Oh, okay. I can do that.
I'm counting on you.
You're just like, we're counting on you. Huh, it hasn't passed out yet.
Is the person at Belchero Orphanage trustworthy? If people find
He is
out he's
practically
connected to
her
you,
mother,
can
or
you
her
do
father.
It'll be fine. He's the most dependable guy I know.
He's such a reliable guy. He's so
In
reliable.
any case,
I want you to kill Mitty for me.
Yep. I asked this question in the last episode to humanely put them down.
Figure something out for us.
So Minnie 2 was also a part of that science thing. Yep. All right. Next episode. Not even a question. Sorry that I hit the mic. Not even a question. All right. Going to the next episode right now. All right. We're already starting with
Never again
the
be
the goated OST.
one's very life.
I want you to kill Mitty for me.
All right. Well, it's tone deaf as ever, but new art. I really like that art at the end. I like that style.
This is it. Mitty, I have finally found
I would say yes, but I feel like this is going to be tragic. Ah, when she was human. Okay.
Then I would like to go. nice.
She did not know what she was asking for. Yeah, this is the top. So she's definitely from there.
Can't believe I'm finally here now. You
Oh no. She was imported here. So there's a world outside the walls.
In the depth's fifth layer, the Sea of Corpses, lies our operating base, where we will strive to unravel the mysteries of this
The
world.
Sea of Corpses. That's not something to inspire confidence. I'm gonna be real with you. That might be a deal breaker for me.
Then we should try being partners. My name is Mitty.
A partnership that will indeed last a lifetime.
Nanachi. If it happens again, we'll check it out. Okay.
She's a lot like Rico. She's gonna love her. Or I don't know. What's her name? Nanachi. I think she's gonna really like Rico when she wakes up. But it could also be a very sore spot for her.
Be careful.
So she said she was the rarest of the rares. She's a rare batch within the rare batch. So did he do something like the medical checkups? Is he trying something with them? Oh, is it gonna drop her? Drop her and bring her back up. It's an elevator.
Or loss of one's humanity. And I'd like to do something about that. The chambers in which you are currently
He is a
situated are
scientist.
capable of forcing the curse all to one side. Attempts were made at pairing a person with a non-human, but as you two are such close
Combining
friends,
a
it
person
might
with a
make all the
non-human.
So you're telling us
Or vice versa.
they tricked us?
Oh, heavens no. If you die partway through, your partner will be hit with the curse.
So they're
Very
the-
well. Let's get started.
So Mitty's supposed to get the full blast of the curse. And they're gonna infuse Nanachi with it? Oh, are we gonna see what happens? Like, oh, the rest of the kids. So they all look like, it's not like everyone kind of turns unique. They all just turn into blobs. And it sends them up really fast.
I found a treasure that I hold dear. Please, please don't take her away from me.
Oh. I did say I want to see their backstory.
All of you are truly magnificent.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Her limbs, which should have been completely crushed, have begun to grow back. This is now the 9th time
Dude.
she's been resurrected. The only change is that her form becomes slightly more distorted.
9 times? So the byproduct, like,
Here, Mitty. It's a bird.
the immortality wasn't supposed to
Is this the
happen.
one that was screeching at us before? There must be something out there somewhere. There has to be.
Can she survive being atomized is the question.
I mean, are you sure Mitty has truly lost all of her humanity? She responds to being called, and she can...
Those are just reflexes. No matter what
Her
I
last
do,
words
real
were, "Kill
interaction
me."
is proven impossible. Even now, I have a feeling that Mitty's soul is imprisoned within that body.
Yeah, that's the question I've been asking. What a terrible existence.
After I've killed Mitty, then what?
We bring you with
What
us.
become of you?
It's so unsettling. Just like, because its mouth is open, so it's like you're in its mouth. But why did, like, I know they said it's because like they're the same age, but why does she like her so
Time to
much?
perk up.
And it stinks, too. If I remember correctly, Rico did something like this. Ah! Oh,
Great, he doesn't know how to cook
are
either.
the innards supposed to come out first?
Muriel
Doesn't this stuff smell like super bad to you?
does not look any better, but you know, it's probably burnt beyond repair.
Gross! The taste of excrement is filling up my mouth!
Oh,
It's okay.
swallowing's gone down quite a bit. Oh, it's like a slug.
Do you know if Mitty is truly unhappy here? Personally, I don't really think... I know where you're trying to go with this, Rick.
Trying to find any excuse.
So peaceful, wondering if it's necessary to have to kill her. And she even sheds tears of pain. Even if those are in fact mere reflexes, she'd still be forced to endure her endless suffering forever. She's not even capable of screaming out. Her
She
soul
can't
just remain
defend
in
herself.
prison for all eternity.
She can't do anything.
Even after you're done treating Rico!
He's a good kid.
Well then, you can leave it to me. With all of the strength I have, I will send her off.
Sending her off with all her toys.
All right.
Stop it! Minnie! I'm so sorry, Minnie. I was wrong. I should have tried more. Minnie. My sweet Minnie, you feel so warm. Okay. I'm ready now.
You could hear a little bit of a person's soul in that.
Be my treasure. Leave me alone.
Better than I could have ever imagined.
Well, Rico's up. I wonder what Rico would have said to the whole dilemma.
You carefully take the innards out. That's it, you're doing
What are you doing?
Gosh, you're so funny. Don't look at me like you.
Hey, what do you know? Food. Actual, normal, edible food. I did not realize that this episode was longer than usual.
It was all right.
Man, it has not felt... I only started feeling it because I'm like, it feels like it's been going on longer.
And the eggs are pretty delicious.
I didn't check the timestamp at all. Oh my god.
I didn't know or
The
understand
visuals
what
in
it
this show
was.
are so effective.
Whenever I got scared, there was that girl in front of me who was even more frightened than I was. I couldn't speak, but with my eyes I kept on telling her that it was going to be all right.
I do not appreciate the eyes
I
touching.
smelled something like smoke, and well, that girl left without ever looking back. But when I looked at her, she was just like all of the other cave raiders I've seen.
Finally free.
Was filled with an insatiable longing. So I thought, I need to get going.
So she was actually able to communicate with her.
What's up with your penis?
She's enjoying this.
No, irredeemable.
Oh jeez, what's with you?
Irredeemable.
You're so uncomfortable with how you feel about each other.
Rico, hang in there.
Oh, they're taking the mushrooms off.
5 more left.
Damn! The nerve damage is real.
It moved. That's why Nanachi chose to rush over to help us. Precious proof that you protected me. And I will always treasure it.
Protect is a strong word.
Yeah, well, Minnie did take a real shine to you after all. If I abandoned you now, she'd be mad at me the next time we meet. Especially since I can't rely on Red.
Guess that's fair. And don't forget, Rico's cooking is really good.
Yeah, that's a big point. That's a big seller. I thought that was a hot air balloon for a second. I was like, what the? How are they going to fly up? They have to go down. It's just to send a message. A message to the bottle. I like this OST a lot. This is really cool sounding. What is that? What am I looking at? Procurement of water. What? Oh yeah, that thing. Ugh. The mimic. You know, I wonder. Yeah, okay. I remember they say it was like difficult for messages to get back to the top. Like the further into the abyss you go, it was more difficult for messages to make it back to the top. No wonder why. So many obstacles. Love this soundtrack.
Well, you guys,
Goodbye, MIDI. And hello to the future. Ooh, an after credit scene. I thought it was gonna end. I guess the doctors are big bad for the next season.
You finally managed to do it.
He's
I would like
tracking
to
them.
express the extent of my gratitude. I hope very soon I'll get to see you once again.
Alright. He's either the big bad of the movie or the big bad of season 2. I was really quiet towards like the last 20 minutes of that episode. I just thought episode 10 was rough. That was rough. That was hard to watch. In a less grotesque way than episode 10. It might be a cheat to say, but this might have been my favorite episode of the series so far. But, god damn. I asked it in the last episode, is it humane to put them down? Are they still in there? Are they suffering still? Or are they, like, did they die? And, like, it's just, like, this husk left over, but it looks like that they were still left in there. And we have Rico to thank for confirming it, too. So it looks like Midi was the one who helped save Rico's life. Helped bring Rico back from the abyss. And Rico was able to confirm that Midi did pass on. That she... It's interesting. So, like, of course, I think Rico has, like, this supernatural kind of, not ability, just sense to her for this kind of stuff, because she was born in the abyss. So, yeah, it makes sense that she'd be able to sense that. It's heavy. It's a heavy episode. It's cool seeing the like the imagery of Miri going, like, finally, like, she's just an eye. That's all that's left of her. Her eye. Like, the only distinguishable thing of Miri is her eye. That red eye. And then seeing her, like... I mean, it's a common thing. I was watching the Trash Taste podcast, and Connor was saying, like, he was terrified to go, I think it was bungee jumping, and he saw how terrified Chris was, and it made that less terrifying for him. Like, seeing someone more scared than him made him less scared. So it's kind of the same thing in here, where... Rico was terrified, and hearing the sobs and the agony, the terror that Midi had, it made her, instead of staying terrified, it made her want to comfort the person who was more terrified than her, which speaks to how kind Rico is. And if it weren't for Midi, Rico might be dead. She might have crossed over. It was very touch and go for her. Midi's death was tough to watch. Really tough to watch. It reminded me a lot of having to put my dog down. It's like he was just really old, and he was in a seizure, and it just didn't stop the entire night. but he didn't die. So we had to take him to the vet. It was our choice to put him down, and we put him out of his misery. Yeah, watching Middy's, especially Nanachi's reaction to it, struck deep. Man, that was a well-written scene. It was very well written. These last few episodes of Made in Abyss have been brutal. I'm real. This was brutal to watch, both visually and emotionally. And I don't think from what I've heard, season 2 just gets worse. So that's fun. Yeah, I don't know what the movie's about at all. I just know that the third movie is supposed to continue the story, and then season 2 also continues the story. So I have no idea the pacing that's going to take. We have a glimpse of the 5th floor. It kind of looks like a snowland. And then the 6th floor, which is the loss of humanity floor, is just the end. It's from Minecraft, the end. You know, when you punch a hole, or when you punch through the netherrack, not the netherrack, when you punch through the bedrock and you fall through the world, it doesn't look like there's anything on the 6th floor. But they also said that they don't know what the bottom of the abyss looks like. So is the 6th floor the end? Or is there more to it? Because it looks like Rico's mom could be somewhere beyond the 6th floor. She could have found Vinland. She could have found paradise, maybe, at the bottom of the abyss. Maybe something beautiful is waiting down there, and she built Reg out of a bunch of relics so that he can be... I don't know why his memories... I think the memory thing is still a mystery. I don't know if she wiped it or if something happened to him on the way up. But I guess my theory going forward is that Rico's mom, or Liza, made it to the bottom of the abyss. I don't know if that means she pushed past the 6th floor and she pushed past the darkness and it's still the 6th floor, if there's a 7th or 8th floor. But I think she made it to the bottom of the abyss. She found paradise and she built Reg as someone who can survive going past the 6th floor. Because it looks like it does not matter how fast you go. If you go super fast, I think the effects get worse, but it doesn't matter. As soon as you break the cover, you're gonna get hit with the curse. Now there are areas. It's not that the curse is not activated, just it's weaker in some areas, like the where Ozen is, right? Ozen is in an area where the curse is weaker. It's the further away from the force field, the weaker the curse is. Which makes sense because I just realized they ascended. The house had a whole bunch of elevators and pulley systems, and it was a tree house. So yeah, it makes sense. I don't think Rika was hit that badly. I think she was hit a little bit badly, but they said she was not being hit as badly as she should be. This episode was really affecting. I didn't even realize that it was almost 50 minutes long. After Middy's death scene, I think, around the 30-minute mark, I was thinking, damn, this is a very well-paced episode. And then I kind of was wondering how much longer the episode had left. So I checked the time, oh shoot, this is 50 minutes long. I didn't even realize. It felt like 10 minutes passed by, maybe 15. Yeah, this was a great episode Made in Abyss. I can see where the trauma is. And Rika was scarred. She's got the Deku scars now. A sign of how Reg has protected her, their bond, their trust. Man, I guess we have confirmation. I don't remember if this was confirmed before, but there is a world outside the walls. They were imported. Nanachi and Miri were imported from somewhere, and it looked like a very poor colony. Let's see. It didn't look like it was in the best of shapes. It kind of looked like a area. I kind of thought it was the area of the abyss, like where like the top is, but it looks like it's just some like kind of run down area, and then they sent them to the abyss, to the area of the abyss, like above that, and then they went down. So we know that on the 5th floor it's kind of snowy, and there is a lab there. Now, are we going to go to the lab? It would probably be easiest to use the elevators in the lab to go to the 6th floor, but then what's after that? Where do you go after the 6th floor? Do they even know what to look for? Like, they're just on a hunch that her mom's at the bottom of the abyss. But what does that even mean? So I think we're gonna go to the lab. I mean, it's very obvious that they're directing us to Bonrude. He's gonna be the big bad, it looks like, for this part of the season. He's going to be he's the evil scientist, you know. He's doing this for science, to make sure that others can go and explore the rest of the abyss. So he's definitely morally and ethically incorrect. Very, very far. It's very bad. But at the very least, he's not evil for... I don't think he's doing this out of pleasure. I don't think he's like, oh, I'm evil. I'm sending these children to die. I think he's evil out of just like, he doesn't see what he's doing as wrong. I think he sees it as a greater good thing, which could be interesting. Could be interesting to see where that goes. Like where the series is going to go with like the morals and all that. I'm interested to see more of him. I want to see where his research is. I want to see what else his research is kind of brought up. And because he said like, oh, we know now. This is brilliant. Something like Nanachi and Miri's whatever that was brought to light something for him. So I want to see what else his research has brought up while they were gone. And it looks like they aged normal at a normal speed. It's not like they're not or one of them was immortal. Miri was immortal, but Nanachi looks like she was been aging. I was gonna wonder like how long ago was this, but it looks like nothing too badly has changed up. Like on the flashback, it looks like nothing too much has changed on the surface of the abyss, and then it looks like she hasn't grown that much either. So I was wondering like, was that like 50 years ago and she's just aging slowly? But it looks like it's like 3, 4, 5 years ago maybe. The blanket, a visualization of the curse was really cool. So if you break through the curse, the stronger you break through it, the worse you get hit. But it doesn't matter because you will break through it anyway. So it's not like if you go slowly, it's gonna not affect you. It's still gonna affect you, just maybe not as badly. It's a trap. It's kind of like a trap. So I wonder if the abyss is like a creature. That'd be interesting. Like, is the abyss alive? I think they might go in that direction. I mean, every time we see that map, it just reminds me of a monster. Like, it looks like the mouth of a monster. So I think the abyss is going to be something that's alive and kind of like a Venus flytrap, but I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. It's a really interesting mystery, especially with the birthday disease. Now, the young kid was sick. I didn't catch his name. I forgot. I know like we've had him before. I think his name was it? No, Nat was the one with, no, that's Shiggy with the glasses. Nat was someone else, I think. I don't remember what the kid's name is. I know we've met him before. But the birthday disease had him on the edge. Terrible fever. And then as soon as they took him out of the abyss, like as soon as he was out of the proximity of the town that surrounded the abyss, like just on a boat, he wasn't even that far away. As soon as he's just out of that area, it's 100% better. There was no getting better, period. He just got better. So what is the abyss doing? What is it? And then they also have like the whole thing where they whenever someone dies, they burn them, turn them to ashes, and they send their ashes back into the abyss. So is the abyss just trying to get people back inside? Or is it just trying to get people inside? What is it doing? Such an interesting thing. Man, this was an interesting season. I want to be real. The first half of it was okay, I think. I like, it intrigued me, but I wasn't really like, oh my god, edge of my seat. I need to watch more Made in Abyss. Second half, oh my god. The questions have gotten so much more interesting. The show has gotten so much more terrifying and was written very, very well. It hit emotionally very deep, surprisingly. And yeah, I'm not excited to go into season 2. I think when I mean that in the best way possible. As in, like, yes, season 2, I've heard it's great. I'm excited to see it. I'm not excited to see what's in it. You know, I want to see what's in it, but it's going to be a trip. It's going to be a trip. But yeah, no, this season, I was kind of split on it. I didn't think it was bad at any point, but I did kind of think like, oh, so this is what everyone's talking about? I get it now. I definitely get it now. I understand why a lot of people are interested in this show. My friend, I don't know if you want me to name drop you. You know who you are. Damn. Yes, you warned me. No, I didn't listen. Damn. Wow. It's very. I feel like I don't think I've had this type of reaction to anything I've watched on the channel. Definitely towards things that I've watched by myself. I don't think I've had this type of reaction to anything. Man, it's weird. This is a weird watch. Damn. Yeah, man, this was tough. This last like handful of episodes, that was a hard watch. That was really well done, but damn. Yeah, I don't feel like this discussion was as long as like the previous one, especially after doing 2 episodes, but I don't have that much to say. I'm kind of speechless. Man, I do want to go into the movie, but I do think I need time. I want to finish the movie though, because like that's like a big thing. It's like it's hard for me to sit down and watch a movie nowadays. So I need to finish that movie, and then I can go on, not a hiatus, just like start binge editing this. God damn, I have to edit this. Shoot, I have to rewatch that. Oh my god. It's a good series, good season. The score was pretty good. I think whenever it went vocal, I think they were just saying hallelujah. I love that soundtrack. I think that's the best soundtrack of the show. Possibly second best is the last 4 minutes of this episode. That instrumental was beautiful. Those 2 are the best tracks of the series by far, and then the rest of it was decent to good. I like the score a lot, but man, those 2 just blows it out of the water. My friend was asking me who my favorite character was. And at the time, I answered, I think Rico. Now, the only reason I said I think Rico was because I didn't really have that much of a favorite character. I'm like, Made in Abyss isn't like a favorite character show to me. It's like, I'm watching it for the story. The characters are good, but its mystery element and the lore is what's luring me. I'm not really here to follow a character. It's Nanachi. Nanachi's the best character by far. She's the most interesting, most tragic, most compelling. I love her personality. She's the best character. Fight me. I have a feeling that's going to be a very common opinion. But before Nanachi, I didn't really have anyone that I could answer that with. I mean, I like Reg and I like Rico, but they're not like screaming at me like, yes, this one's calling out to me. Nanachi is the best one. The moment we met her, I loved the attitude. I think she bounces off of Reg very well, and just the more we got to know her past, the more I bonded with that character. Yeah, Nanashi is the best character. I think he's in a Discord call right now. We have a Discord. If you're interested, we have a Discord server. So if you want to join, go ahead. We can talk anime, or just chill. I think he's in a public call right now. So I might just, after I finish editing or finish recording, when I stop recording this episode, I might just join that call and go, God damn it, God damn you, why would you make me watch this? It was a good watch. I don't regret it, but that was heavy. That was surprising. I'm excited to see where this goes, but I'm dreading it. I'm gonna be real with you. I am dreading it. But if you want to see some more depression, subscribe, like, comment down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, the movie and maybe a little bit of season 2 is potentially up on Patreon right now in early access. So if you're interested in that, go ahead, check it out. And if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you very much. And if you can't afford Patreon, that's completely fine. It's gonna be here. The movie is gonna be here next week, and then we start season 2. Season 2 is 1 episode shorter. That's not really that much shorter, so it's gonna be just as. I feel like it's gonna be just as emotional of a ride, if not even more devastating. Yeah, let's do this. Like, subscribe, comment down below. If you want to see me not depressed, check out The Girl in the Gone, Owl House, Gravity Falls. Ton of reactions that I've done by myself or with friends. My Hero Academia I've done with Micaiah. So there's a ton of stuff. Check out the playlist. It's a good time. It's a fun time of the year on the Jam Lights most of the times, but stuff like this it's fun. Very, very different way. Oh my god. Yeah, well, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for checking out my depression episode. And I'll see you all in the next one, lads.